All right, Kim, we talked about this earlier in the program, and now it's time to play that jingle we're all familiar with. That's right. How many times have you heard that, right? Okay, well, right here on the New England Business Report, you're going to be hearing from the CEO of Arch Painting. That'd be Rich Kilgannon. He joins us now. Rich, thank you very much for joining us on the New England Business Report. It was interesting because your founder, Joe Giacalone, reached out to me on LinkedIn and when connected us with you, and we do appreciate you joining us today. So tell us about Arch Painting. How's business these days?
Hey, it's good. Good morning, Joy and Kim. It's great to be here. Business is good. We've grown a long way since Joe started the company back in 1997. We've seen a 600% growth in the last 10 years, and we've taken a local, Boston business now national. We work in all states other than Alaska. So things are good. Business is booming. We've had a great start to the year. A great Q1. We're up nearly 30% year over year. So it's good. It's good. Can't complain.
Well, Rich, that's a really interesting thing to hear because as, people get nervous and maybe there's threats of the economy downturning, it seems like those kinds of things like home improvement or construction, because I know you guys do a lot of commercial work as well, can sometimes be threatened. You're saying you don't see that yet.
Yeah, and definitely not in the commercial side. Our commercial side of our business is good right now. Residentially, to the homeowner, we have seen a downturn for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing that people are very nervous. Sounds like, job security and, the 401k and the savings are being impacted. So we are seeing an impact on our residential side. But commercially, other than the higher education sector, business is still going strong. We have seen the private colleges and universities that we work with scaling back. They're making some noise now that they're going to be cutting this year. With how the funding's going federally and with the cutbacks. But overall, as I say here today, commercially, it's still going very, very strong.
Rich Kilgannon's our guest. He's the CEO of Arch Painting up there in Woburn. As we said, we've all New Englanders, we've grown up with this company. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about that, because I guess I always thought of you guys as, you're painting the house next door, but you're talking a little bit about the commercial business here. How does your business break down? I mean, what percentage is commercial? What percentage is residential?
Yeah, so we do 90% commercial and 10% residential.
Oh, okay. All right. And then it's really where the residential side where you're starting to see the pullback. Whereabouts, I guess, give me an idea of geographically and demographically who's reaching out to Arch Painting these days.
So in terms of our reach, on the commercially, we work nationwide. The only place we've not worked and we don't work is Alaska. But we're very busy in New England. That's our prime area. That's where, it was founded, and we operate and do most of our work. But we do a lot of work in Texas, California, in the Carolinas, down in Florida. We're very, very active in there. And the demographic from a homeowner, boomers, was always our number one customers. But now we're seeing, the millennials, I get into this space, and they're becoming more of our customer base than the boomers, which is great for us because we've actually got a new technology that we're rolling out to homeowners called PaintZen. It's an amazing technology. It's one of a kind. Homeowners can be sat at home and they can get an instant quote on their interior or their exterior. And when we did a study last year, it showed us that millennials don't want to speak to people. They don't want to have the hassle of ringing contractors for them not to call back and wait 3 weeks for a call back. With PaintZen, this technology platform, it's instant online pricing. You can get a quote in less than 3 minutes, and you can book it within 30 seconds. So we're really advancing with the painting world, and we're trying to be the leader in what does painting contracting look like. It's very blue collar, and we're trying to put the white glove service on. Now we're enhancing it with the technology.
Well, you kind of answered my next question, and that is, I was reading about you guys, and I know that you have worked very hard to distinguish the service that you give versus maybe some other painting companies. So maybe you could walk us through what that is.
Yes. So one of our founding principles from Joe Giacalone, why he got into paint, his vision was customer service. We've got to outperform, and outperforming is giving good customer service. If someone calls, answer your phone. Either leave a message, return the call in less than 1 hour. If we get an email, we get an inquiry from our website, 1 hour touch. We go back, and we respond. Because I know as a homeowner, it's so frustrating when you're trying to get a home service contractor to respond to you and it doesn't happen. So 28 years ago, Joe was like, if we give great customer service, that's what's going to differentiate us. And even to this day, that's what we do. It's all about customer service. If there's something wrong, we fix it. If we get an email, we respond. If the phone rings, we answer it. And what we've now done, we've looked at the technology and we've added that on to be, we want to be a leader in the space. And we want to give the consumers at home, as well as our commercial clients, what they want. And that is, we live in a digital world. So how can we make traditionally what, even to this day, is still not very digital or automated? We're now putting in that level of technology to make everyone's life easier. We're all busy. We buy clothes, food, vacations online. Why can't we do that in the home services industry? And that is what we're doing.
I love it, Rich. The millennials don't want to talk to anybody. It's so true. It's so true. Truer words have never been spoken. He's the CEO of Arch Painting. They, of course, are based up there in Woburn, and we do appreciate you joining us this morning on the New England Business Report.